everyone, it's me, Ella, and welcome back to my channel. Now, just before we get into today's video, you may notice that I am not in my bedroom today. The reason for that is because my bedroom door is currently jammed open and I have absolutely no way of closing the door whatsoever. It is currently stuck open, waiting for a replacement. So, until said bedroom door is replaced, I will be filming in here for the foreseeable future, which is known as the spare room. Anyway, on to today's video. So, on Friday, I went to see the brand new touring production of Come From Away. Now, this is a show that I have actually seen twice before at the Phoenix Theatre in London. The first time I saw it was in January 2020, just before the pandemic hit, and the role of Beverly Bass at the time was played by Rachel Tucker. Then there was a cast change and the role of Beverly Bass was taken over by Alice Fern. Now, unfortunately, I did have to wait until after the pandemic to go back and see Alice, but I can tell you now, it was definitely 100% worth the wait. I actually wanted to get tickets for the final performance in London, but unfortunately I couldn't get in. So when I found out that the show was touring, I booked tickets straight away. So, thoughts then. I think that the show has definitely changed since the Phoenix. There was one little bit in the bar that I either couldn't remember or didn't recognise. So I think that bit has either been changed for the new touring production or is brand new, because I certainly didn't recognise it from when I went to the Phoenix. And another thing that I actually noticed was that for this new touring production of the show, there is no revolving stage piece. Now, obviously, because the show is touring, it's obviously going to be quite difficult to tour a revolving stage piece, but I can assure you that the new production certainly works just as well without said revolving stage piece. So, the cast then, we actually had, hold on, 1, 2, 3, yes, that was it. We actually had 4 standbys performing. Now, I believe standby is the correct term for Come From Away as opposed to understudy, but yes, we actually had 4 standbys performing on the day that I went. Now, I actually can't remember the names of the standbys or who they played, but before I went in to the auditorium, I did take a photo of the cast board with the names on it. So I shall put their names into the description. So, in terms of this cast, yes, we did have 4 standbys performing, but we did have the new main Beverly Bass. And another thing about the tour is that Mark Dugdale is the only person in this tour to have stayed on from the Phoenix. Now, I have actually seen him on both occasions. So I saw him when Rachel was Beverly Bass, and I also saw him when Alice was Beverly Bass. So as you can imagine, I was rather happy that he was coming back, and I was actually rather excited to see him as well, and also it would bring a familiar face to the cast. But anyway, on the day that I went, he wasn't in, unfortunately, and we did have a standby covering for him. But I still really enjoyed the performance. And because Mark Dugdale actually wasn't in on the day that I went, it actually felt like I was seeing a brand new cast, which surprisingly enough, I really enjoyed. I did like the new cast. I really did. And there were some areas where I was, let's just say, a little bit unsure. But what I will say is, regardless, this cast were brilliant. So yes, I thoroughly enjoyed the performance despite the changes that were made. And if I did have the opportunity to see the new production of Come From Away again, I certainly would do. I really felt like I was back at the Phoenix again the moment I got into the auditorium, and the show was absolutely brilliant. I absolutely loved it. Bearing in mind everything that I have said, I would say that the new touring production of Come From Away is 4 stars. This show will forever be one of my favourites. I am thrilled that it is back on the stage. So, I hope that summed up my experience going to see the new touring production of Come From Away. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall see you very soon for my next video, because yesterday I went to see the brand new touring production of Dear Evan Hansen at the Curve. Now, I was intending to actually vlog yesterday's trip, but truth be told, I was actually really tired after coming in from Come From Away the night before, and because we got in later than what we planned, I forgot to do an intro the next day, and basically the whole planned vlog for Dear Evan Hansen got abandoned. So I shall be doing an overview for Dear Evan Hansen instead, hopefully later this week. But yes, I hope this video has summed up my experience going to see the new Come From Away tour. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall see you in my next video, which will be the overview for Dear Evan Hansen. So I shall see you then. Bye!